This is Thursday sessions with Dragon, the crypto analysis channel with the Dragon. One more time, right, guys? Okay, so let's try to see what's happening with the Bitcoin and the gold, right, guys, together. All right, we'll be watching the market together. If we find any opportunities coming in, right, then we must take in, right, guys? Okay, so yeah, so how you have been, guys? Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Hi, hello, hello. Hey. Let me have a mic check first. All right, guys. All right. I'm back, so nothing much to worry, guys. All right, we'll study the market together. All right, guys. Okay, so a little bit late today again, right? But nothing much to worry, right? So this day is a little bit busy. I have been, right? Okay, so welcome everyone. Hi, those who have been watching me for the first time. Don't forget to hit a subscribe button, all right, guys, so that you guys don't miss my live streaming from Monday to Friday sessions, right? Okay, so let's start without wasting time. We'll try to start with daily time frame firstly, right, guys? So what I have told you guys, right? So market tried to break out on the upper side, right? Okay, so market tried to break out on the upper side last time, all right, and so this is the level whereby I have been checking on a daily time frame. If it happens to hold above these levels right today, all right, I'll start looking for a good long positions on the upper side, right, guys? Okay. But in fact it needs to clear out above these levels, right? If it happens to settle above these levels, right, $63,368, this is what I'm looking for, right, guys? Okay, so if it happens to start settle above this level, I'm going to look for a long positions above these levels on a daily time frame, guys. All right, understand these levels. This is very important. Like if you wanted to see my interest level right above these levels, I'm going to go for the good long positions, whereby lots of people also, I think that they will try to come for a long position, and you might like to get a good move on the per side. But in fact, if the price happens to never settle above these levels, and like if it is having trying around $63,331 and again trying to drop below, right, and trying to settle below these levels, right, again we'll try to see a downside move, right, guys? Okay, so this is what I feel, right, guys? So this is level is very important, right? So for today, right, so market either needs to settle above these levels or try to come down and close below these levels, right? So a huge move should be given on a downside if it have to go for the bearish, right? Okay, so above these levels, below these levels, right, I'll be still looking for the short positions below, especially below $62,827. That is all. Below that one, all the short position I will be looking for, right? So above the confident level is $63,368. Above that one, I'll try to look for the a bigger a long positions, right? So for now, if you try to do maybe a scalping, you might like to see, but may not be a very good move, right? So for now, market try to settle above on a 4 hours time frame on a bigger upper side for now, right, guys? This is what we have seen, right? Hi, RK Kumar. Hello, brother. All right. So market tries to settle above these levels for now, right? Okay. So let's see whether the market tonight happens to break through above these levels, right, on upper side. Then only I'll start looking for the long position. Otherwise, I'm not looking for any long positions. In fact, if it happens to again try to come down and settle below these levels, I'll start looking for the short position one more time, right? So let me try to mark this one with a different color, right? Maybe a red color below these levels, right? Up sell positions above these levels, all along positions on upper side only, right, guys? Okay, so maybe let me mark this one with a purple, maybe, right? So you can see distantly, right? So this is the level whereby the market have now settled above, have closed above. So market is trying to play inside this box for a while, right, guys? Okay, so this is what I feel for now. All right, market have settled above, right? So to go till this levels, right, at least to try an upper side, it needs to close above. Then you might like to see scalping, one small scalping an upper side, right, guys? Okay, so this is on totally on a 4 hours time frame for now, right, guys? Okay, so I must see the price is settling below 6,000 to $62,726. This is below this levels. I'm looking for the short positions. If it happens to settle above these levels, I'm going to go for the long positions, right? So yesterday, right, so not to forget, right, yesterday we have been looking for the short positions after this So in this level, what I told you, there will be a sideways. Exactly, the market tried to make a sideways in this levels, right? So bigger sideways levels can be seen in this level. So yesterday what I was saying to you all, there will be a sideways. Okay, so market try to make sideways and later on try to clear on the downside, giving you all the profits on the downside, right? So yes, over here as well, right? Okay, so let's see guys what the market is going to do in this levels, right? Okay, so most probably, so this below this levels, I'm looking for the short positions, and if it happens to go above and try to settle above, I'm going to go for the long positions on upper side. All right, so for now market, we can see there is a small closing on upper side. We make sure that it is not if you are looking for the bearish, right, it's not passing above this levels one more time, right? Okay, if it pass above this levels, then it is trying to go for $64,200 on upper side, but most probably after retesting this level only, I'm going to look for the long positions on upper side. All right guys, so far so cool. All right, okay. Hi Adisan, hi, hello, how are you doing guys? All right, okay, so let's see what the market is going to do. All right guys, okay. So in this level again, if we try to see, market is trying to have a small move on a downside, right guys? So what it is, right, for the confident move below this levels, I'm going to go for the shorts, right? Okay, below this levels. But if you wanted to take risks, all right, if there is a no sideways in the upper side, we'll try to look for a little bit on upper side as well, so nothing much to worry. Okay, so we will just observe whether the market goes up and try to get a reduction from the top or not. All right, if it happens to settle above these levels, and then market is trying to test from the top levels, right, whereby market might like to go a little bit on upper side, right? Okay, so this is the level whereby I will be looking for the short positions at least to come to this level one more time, right? Okay, guys. So let's see whether the market is going to try on upper side or just come back again one more time on a downside. All right, this is on Bitcoin, guys. A 15 minutes time frame we have been looking into right now. All right, guys, let's try to see whether it does it or not. All right, so let's try to have one retest level check if the market have done the retest or not. All right, the small retest level, it's been trying in this levels, right guys? Okay, so it have been trying the small retest levels in this level, right guys? Okay, so most probably if it does the retest, right, well and good, right? Okay, so only the risk is right now the market have just broken out on upper side right now, right guys? Okay. Hi and into be all right, Adisan, everyone, hi, welcome everyone, welcome guys. All right, so I have given you all the informations for now, right, from the daily time frame till the 15 minutes time frame. We have traced the Bitcoin, whether it's trying to do something else in this levels or not, right? Okay guys, so totally and overall the market is not trying to move in any directions right now. It is just squeezing in this levels, right, whereby the market is still for a week in this levels for now, right? We haven't seen a very big move on upper side or downside yet. All right guys, okay, so market is not able to decide which side it should be moving, right guys? All right, so below this level again, I'm trying to look for the short positions on a downside, right? For now, if I have to look for the short position one more time, if I try to go on a 55 minutes time frame, right? Okay, so we make sure that for the short positions again one more time, right? Okay, we try to again get a rejection from this level and try to settle below this levels, right? Okay guys, for a short positions. All right, but in fact, if it happens to try to break above these levels, right, that is going to be a big long positions for you all on upper side, which I'm not taking right now. All right, so I have a certain levels whereby I'll start looking for the long positions that is above these levels. If the retest gets passed, if the market happens to hold above this level, then only I'll start looking for the long positions on upper side, right guys? Okay, so let's see what is going to happen in this levels, right guys? Okay. So maybe I'll be trying to expect one retest in this level one more time, right? If I wanted to go for the confident level of shots below this level, I'm going to go for the shots, right? And above these levels, if it happens to hold, if it market happens to change the directions, then I'll look for the long positions above these levels only, which I can hold for a little bit long. That won't give me any pain, right guys? All right. Okay, so let's try to see for a while what's going to happen in these levels, right? So we have looked into certain levels whereby, right, market needs to trace it on upper side, right? So your observation is, right, market is trying to break above these levels or not, right? If it happens to get rejections, then and settles below these levels, I'm going to go for the shots below these levels one more time, right? So that's going to be my risk levels in this level, right? But at the same time, we can see that the market might like to test this level one more time and upper side $63,472 before it drops all the way towards the downside, right, guys? Okay, let's try to see, okay, what is going to happen in these levels, right? Okay. So aggressively waiting for the positions, right? Sometimes we may not be able to catch up a good moves, but sometimes it's okay to not take trades as well sometimes, right? Okay, guys, so nothing much to worry. All right, so let's see whether it tries to settle below or not, right? One retest level is being tried in this level, right? Okay, guys, so most probably confident level below this levels, right? Short, I'll be waiting. If I'm waiting for the confident level, if it tries to come below this levels, I'm going to go for a one good shots below this levels, right, guys? In this levels above the level, there might be a small hectic moving up and down. All those things can happen on upper side, right? Okay, which you can avoid it, right? So if you wanted to avoid it, that's well and good. If you can't avoid it, that's a noisy level whereby you are planning your setups inside that one, right, guys? Okay, so most probably, let's try to see what the market is going to do in this level, right? Okay. Or if you wanted to try for the risky one, you can plan from this level as well. A little bit risky if you wanted to go for from this levels, right? Always risk comes with a reward, right? Okay, we'll try to trace a little bit upper side, right? Okay, so on a daily time frame, what I have told you all, guys, all right, so above these levels, at least above 63,300 to 400 range and upper side, if the market happens to settle up and try to retest that one, then I'm going to go for a good longs on upper side, right? Then only I will try to go for the longs, right? Otherwise, I'm not planning any longs right now. All right, again, one more time. All right. So in fact, clearing out an upper side will be a beautiful long for me, right? But right now I'm not taking any longs right now. All right, but in fact, if the market happens to give me the position, I shouldn't leave that one as well, right? Okay, let's try to see, observe, wait, have patience, right, guys? We'll be watching the market together, right? Okay, so far so cool. Mahi. All right, welcome, brother. Welcome, everyone, guys. So, guys, all right. So, if you guys are curious about that Bitcoin right now, will it move on all the way on upper side or downside? So that's not your duty whether the market is going to move on upper side or not. So it's your duty is to catch up whether you are getting a setups in this levels or not, right, guys? Okay, so I have told you all for me, right? So this, let me mark this one with a big bold lines, right? So the market have tried to break out on upper side, right? If it happens to settle above $63,471, this green candles goes up and try to close above that level, then I start looking for the long positions and I try to catch every move scalpings on upper side, then only, right, guys? Okay, so I'm watching whether the market is on a daily time frame, it is closing below these levels or just closing above these levels, right? If it happens to close above for a short term frame till this level, the market can throw the price on upper side, right, guys? Okay, above these levels, right? Okay, so most probably in this level 0.72% can throw on upper side, and we observe whether the market is trying to clear above that one or not, right? Okay, so at the same time, on a smaller time frame, that is, let me try to break you all through the 4 hours time frame, right? Okay, so on a 4 hours time frame, if it happens to settle below again one more time, right, I'm going to open a short, right? My confident short is going to come below $62,615, right? Whether that is going to come or not, I don't know, but most probably below that one, I'm trying to look for the smaller downside move, right? Whereby the market is not trying to move in any directions right now, it is playing inside the same zone for a week right now. All right, so this is what we have seen, right, guys? Okay, nothing much to worry. Okay, guys, so whichever side it moves, we try to trace the market, right? But for a while, all right. So I'm observing few things in the market, which side is trying to close, or will it go up and try to break above this level or not? In fact, if it gets a rejection from this levels, right, in this levels, right, in certain levels, if it gets rejection and settles below, right, I'm going to open a short position and try to move on a downside one more time. All right, guys, that time, okay. So I might like to trace a little bit towards the downside, right, guys? Okay. So this is what I'm observing on a Bitcoin right now. Can you work on the Indian market as well? So basically, I have not worked on Indian market, to be frank, but the analysis that you see will be similar only, but the volumes and all those things will differ. All right. So I mean, like the setups that you see, the price action that you see will be a little bit similar. The patterns may be a little bit up and down, but most probably, right? So it's going to be a similar only, right, for the Indian market. Once you catch up with the one setups, right, the setups, it is going to be the similar one. Rest is all your discipline, all those things, right? Okay, but in fact, I have not tried the Indian market right now. All right, guys, brother. So sorry for that one, right, guys? Okay, so let's wait and see, right, guys? Okay, don't hurry. Let's observe it whether the market is going to go up and break it above this level or not. If it breaks above this level, so that's well and good, right? So market, you are going to get a good long positions on upper side. All right, but okay, so most probably I'm waiting for the price to hike up, and if it happens to get a rejection from certain level, this or get a swap it up, right, I will be waiting in this level to short one more time towards the downside, right? Okay, below this level, in fact, right? Okay, guys, so this is what I'm going to do. So this is the just a retest right now. This drop, you might be thinking that is a you might have started selling in these levels already, but that's just a retest. Once it broke out, just a retest is being done in these levels. If it happens to pass above this level, that's well and good, right? So that you might like to look for the long positions on upper side, right? But okay, you must observe that these levels of breakout might get faked out. If you are going for a confident excuse me levels, right, you might like to see one more move on upper side while getting an edges, right? That will be going to be a good confident for you all, right? Okay, guys, if you are looking for the long positions on upper side, thanks for the update. All right, okay. All right, guys, let's try to see what the market is going to do in this level one more time, right? So let it play a while, right, in this level. Just have patience and we'll be watching the market together. If we get bash up, we will be getting bash up together, right, guys? Okay, but nothing much financial advice, guys. All right. So make your own research before you move in, right? So that you guys don't blame me that Dragon says that buy, and later on, like you got bash out, right? Okay, so let's try to observe in this level one more time, right, what the market is going to do. All right, okay. Just have patience, right? Just have try to have some patience. All right, so most probably I'm again trying to plan one short positions on a downside, right? Okay, so my confident level of shots is coming below this levels. This is what my analysis says for now. All right, okay, so let me mark with a big one, right? Why? Because this is the level whereby you will be avoiding so many noises, right? All those of retests, all those things, right? All those things will be avoiding it. You'll be avoiding in that zone, right? Okay. If you wanted to plan a risky one, right, small retest is being left on upper side right now. All right, let's try to finish that one first. All right, then we shall plan it one risky levels even from this level, right? Okay, so just wait, have patience, right? Okay, so waiting takes lots of time. You need to have patience, lots of patience. After that only it is going to be a little bit better for you all to trade, right? Okay, guys, all right, let's have some patience in the market, right? Yeah. Okay, Baki, Bak. All right, welcome, brother. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. This is Dragon. All right, if you don't want to miss my live streaming from Monday to Friday session, try to come on a live with me every day from 11 UTC to 14 UTC, right? So usually we try to come in a market and try to study the market, right? Okay. So small level of retest is left from the top, right? If you wanted to plan your shots from here, you need to have big stop losses from the top, whereby okay, when the market is trying to go for the small retest in this level, you won't be stressed. All right, guys. Okay. If you wanted to try, so this will be one risky levels whereby you can plan your shot, in fact, on a downside one more time, right? So this is just a retest that the market have done, right, on a downside. Okay, so if it is first levels, right, it is getting a rejection, you are trying to plan your level of this from the resistance that you have, right? Okay, so a little bit risky right now, in fact. All right, if you wanted to wait for confident, let the market close below this levels. That's going to be a confident level whereby you will be planning your shots towards the downside, right? Okay, so in fact, if the market tries to move above these levels, right, for the retest, so we'll try to observe that one as well, right, guys? Nothing much financial advice. Make your own research before you move in, right? Follow the instruction carefully. Why I'm saying this is a risky level? Because one small retest is being left on the upper side. All right, okay, whereby the market can do that one. But if you wanted to plan this one, right, you can always go with a small minimum fund as possible for the shots, right? Okay, guys, all right. My confident level of shots is coming below this level, so at least you might like to trace firstly till this level and find out whether it is getting breakout through this levels or it is getting a rejection, right? Okay, guys, all right. Sir, trade active. Hey, I really appreciate your advice, brother. Mean to be all right, brother. Trade active. Hey, Sergi. Yeah, right now, if you wanted to plan, you can go with a small fund only, right? Why? Because this level of retest is still left on upper side, right? If it never does that one, right? Okay, right now the market have just retested on upper side. Market broke out on upper side for now, all right, $62,980 on a, which is making a bullish, right? So you are taking into considerations that, okay, if it happens, if you're planning from here, if you happens to go on the upper side, all right, so you won't be able to, like, even if it gets swapped, you try to drop something like this, right? So you are assuming a few things, but at the same time, if it is the assume the probability, if it is not going correct to your things, right, you might like to get bash off, right? Or what you can do is you just wait for the market to just drop till this levels, right? Okay, after the retest, so that you will be clearing out from the sideways as well, right? So market hope it is not making any sideways in this level, right, guys? Okay, so market in this 5 minutes time frame, it tries to break out on our downside from this level. We have seen that one, right, guys? Okay, this is the support that we have, right? Market try to break out on a downside, have a small breakout, retest in this level, right? Again, the retest get passed on a downside, whereby the you must have missed this scalp on a downside, right? If you wanted to aggressively plan your shots, you must have to go with a small fund only in this levels if you are planning, right? If you don't want to go for the risks, wait for the market to drop this till this level and try to let it go down, right? So hopefully we don't expect any sideways in this levels, right? So yesterday it was a little bit sideways, right, whereby you guys were not having any chances of going on a downside, right? So we were watching at this level yesterday, right? So I told you, right, so market might give you the breakout on upper side, don't trust that one, right? Okay, so if you were there in the market, so if you have opened a long positions thinking that you have gone on upper side from the breakout, right, you must have got a big bash on a downside, right, whereby I told you all to wait for the one short position in this level, whereby I hope you have taken that one, right? And that was a huge drop with the 2% on a downside. With my people, for my VIP, I have provided them the trade, all right, so they caught this shot as well, right? Okay, so similar with today as well, right? If you wanted to go with this risky trade, can go with a small fund only in this levels, and you need to observe, or if you are going with a small fund, you will be able to observe when it is going on a upper side as well. You won't have any pinch, that much pinch, right? So but in fact you need to have a stop loss in a certain levels, whereby you will be exceeding the trade, small fund trade as well, right? Okay, in fact if it is never trying to come back, right? Okay, so all those things can happen, right? Okay, so because of fear you can't hold yourself not taking in the trades as well, right? So you need to have some take some trades as well, right? But you should know how to manage the risks, all right? So if you are planning a risky trades, accordingly plan you can, all right? Okay guys, all right, let's try to go on a small, I mean like uh let me try to go with the gold as well, right? Those who are interested for the gold, right? So this says that I need to check on the gold as well, right? So USD, right, guys? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hope everyone's doing good, guys. Hope everyone's doing good. All right. So so let's try to see on the gold, right, guys? Okay. So gold is also having a similar, but gold is going good, right? On a downside, better than the BT, right? It's crashing down well, right? The BT is not able to hold like crash on a downside yet. All right, well, okay guys, so let's see. Okay, so what I've told you guys, so in this levels, right, if the market is not, if it happens to get rejection one more time, right, in a 4 hours time frame, this is on a 4 hours time frame, this is the previous low from the so long, right? That is going to be around 26th March, all right, 23rd March 2026, all right. March month prices low, this is right, whereby Let's try to trace this one, right? $4,099, right? So this is the previous low, right? Okay, so market tried to break down below these levels, right? Okay, it is trying to get rejections, right? So in this level for the gold, right, you are checking on a day 4 hours time frame right now. If it happens to settle below this level, gold market will crash one more time on a downside. This is what I feel, right? Okay, if it happens to get rejections, right? But in fact, if it happens to get pass through on upper side, then only you will start planning for the long side, right? Okay, in this level, if it happens to hold above this level, then you can plan on upper. Why you wanted to trace all this? This is the level whereby lots of stop loss is going to be removed, right? So it is going to be very quick. All right, you can see swap candles on upper side and downside, right, on the gold, right? If you're planning scalpings, you will get lots of picked out in these levels for so many times, right, guys? Okay, so you observe whether the gold is trying to right now the market 4 hours time frame have closed above these levels, which is well and good. This is the retest for a downside, right? If it happens to close below this 4072 on a downside, then you'll get a bearish towards the downside, right? So most probably above this, if the market, you don't have to trace this level at all, right? You will get a huge profit on upper side, right? Okay, you don't have to panic a lot that you are going to lose so many things in this levels, right? All those things, right? Okay, so let the market try to get out of this box on upper side, right? Okay, yeah, after it gets settled upper side, right, then you might like to look for the long positions on upper side for the gold, right? Okay, but in fact, if it is not able to close on upper side, if it gets a rejection one more time and try to close below this level, you'll see a big bearish on a gold one more time. All right, let's try to go on a smaller time frame and try to observe what's happening inside this one, right, for now. All right. So a small sideways market trying to create in this levels, right? Okay, so market have tried to create one support in this levels, which is the resistance in this levels, whereby the resistance is so far on upper side, whereby the market needs to move so upper side to check on this $4,128, right? So if it happens to pass through an upper side, you might like to trace this scalping an upper side. All right, so in this level, below this level, the gold is going to be very dangerous for you all to plan the setups, right? In fact, you can plan the downside move, but not very a long move on upper side, right, for now. All right, because you're below the resistance zone now. All right, previous it was support, that is as $4,100 almost, right? So now it have become a big resistance for you all. The market is trying again and again to break above that level, right, for now. Okay. So let's try to go with a smaller time frame so that we can see some moves in this level for the gold as well, right? Okay, so gold is trying to squeeze in this level, right, guys? Okay, so most of the stop losses is going to be traced in this level one more time, right, guys? All right. Okay. So gold is trying to squeeze in this level one more time, right? Is it this one? Right, a little bit of sideways and little bit of triangular pattern it is about to form in this level, right, guys, for the gold, right? So you observe for the gold whether the market tries to come and break below this level or not. If it breaks below this level, well and good, you'll get a good short positions. But in fact, if it happens to hold above, at least we can trace till this levels on upper side for the gold, right? Okay, guys. So meantime, you will be checking on the all the support and resistance as well, right? So this is the level whereby you have a support. All right, so market is getting rejection from this levels, right? Okay, market is trying to reject from this level. One more shot you can see on a downside, you might like to aim towards the this levels on a downside, right, guys? Okay, so one, two, three. All right, all right. All right. Okay. A little bit of sideways, but most probably we can plan one scalping on a downside one more time for the gold as well, right, guys? Okay. So gold, right? So you must see that gold is getting rejection from this level or not, right? So one rejection we have faced, right? So gold above this level is going to be a big long on upper side. So below this levels, you can plan the shots, right, guys, for the gold. All right. For scalping on here, right, guys, not very holding, right? Okay, but that should be very quick, right? Scalping. All right. So below this level, you can go for the shots, right? All right. So you make sure that while going on upper side, it is not breaking above this levels. Above this levels, you should have a stop losses, right? because above this level it's going to be bullish on upper side, right guys? Okay, you might like to trace towards the downside, something like this, all right, towards the gold. All right guys, so this is what you are going to do on the gold, right? So BT, what's happening with the BT? All right, so BT is still playing inside this one, right? One level of retest is left, whereby market needs to complete that one, right? One more time. All right, so let's try to wait. If you wanted to wait for confidence, just wait below these levels. If you don't want to get bashed off, you want to avoid the noise, right? All those things, right? Okay, guys, so above these levels it is going to be your plan is going to be invalid, right? So if you don't want to focus on anything, retest anything, you can just have a stop loss in the zone and just try to plan this one, right, for the scalpings on a downside for the BT as well. But what I'm saying is right now a small level of retest is left, whereby the market has a still has a chances of going to till this level and trying to drop. But in fact you can plan with a small level of fund in this level. Why? Because one small retest have been done from here only. Try to break out towards downside and try to try to get retested from this levels, right, by these candles, right? Okay, so this towards the downside, right? Okay, so let's see whether this move on upper side will be given on a BT or not, right? Okay, so gold, it is going good, right? You need to book some profits in this scalping. You should be very fast in the scalping, guys. All right, so it will be so fast for the scalpers, right? Okay, if it happens to break below Right, I can't hear. All right, I can't hear. No sound. All right. So sorry, I was like not watching you all your comments, right? So I have not seen what you have written over there, right, guys? So sorry for that one. In fact, right, guys. Okay, so let's observe it. So what I'm trying to say is, guys, for the Bitcoin, right? So market is at the such a level whereby the market can give you all the big bulls on the upper side as well as a big bears on the downside, right? So it have been a sideways for a while. So what I'm saying is in this level, so it is of 4th June, the market was at the same prices, and again the 11th June we are at the same price, so which means for a week it have been doing nothing. So it's just was moving in a sideways, right? Okay, hey Dragon Fortress, how are you, brother? So how are you guys? Hey Dragon, how are you, bro? Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say, right? Okay. So is it audible? Is it audible? Can someone say hi, hey, something like this, right? It's audible, something like that, right? Okay. So what we can do is right now the market have broken out on upper side. If this market happens to pass this retest on upper side, that's going to the bulls, right? So in fact, I'm waiting for the short positions. If in fact if it happens to get rejection and try to drop on a downside. If you're aggressive that if you wanted to plan your shots, you can go with a small fund only in this level. So if you don't want to if you have a running out of FOMO, right? Lots of FOMO, but you make sure that once it tries to settle on upper side, you should know exactly where you should close it, right, guys? Okay. So I'm observing the levels whereby, all right, whether it is going to do the retest or not, right, in this levels. For that one, you can go with a small fund in this levels, right? So make sure that, right, you make sure that while going on upper side, right, you should get a rejection from this level and trying to drop. All right, if you wanted to wait for the confidence, just wait for this one, just let it go, right? All right, so whichever you like it. The plans, I have two plans. Small fund, go with the small fund, take small risks, right, for the early entry, right? So if you wanted to wait for the retest confirmations, you can go with a normal fund. After, if you have gone for the small entry from here, when it goes for the retest and comes back to the same levels, you can go with the normal fund, right? So this is what you can plan accordingly. All right, if you have lots of FOMOs running under you, right? Okay, so you are making sure that now the price is not able to move on upper side, right? If, in fact, if it happens to break out on upper side, that's going to bash you, but that's going to be a very small fund. But in fact, you won't be missing anything for that one, right? Okay. So for now, the market is again trying to retest this level one more time, right? Again, you might like to get one short entry, right? Okay, for the gold, right? Just wait patiently, all right, guys. Just a scalping, guys, for the gold. All right, so 1 minute or 5 minutes only, scalping only for the golds, right? Okay, bro. So market is in the same place for a while, right? So this is what we have seen, whereby the market might like to squeeze your stop loss again and again, right? Okay. Market is again trying to make sideways in these levels for a while, right? Okay. So you need to, if your stop loss is going again and again, you must know that the market is not moving in a right situation for you all on a gold for a while, right? In this level, right? Okay. So for the BT as well, right? So most probably you must be having lots of stop losses in these levels, right? But I was holding one short position that was from the all the way from the top, right? So still I'm holding it towards the downside, right? Okay. So I was holding one short positions from 63,900 ranges, right? And I'm still holding for that one. All right. So in fact, if it happens to turn out for the bullish, then I might like to close that one. But I'm good. Thank you. All right, Ibrahim. All right. Darwish. Hey, Draven. Hey, Ibrahim. I'm good, brother. Ibrahim. All right. I'm good. I'm good. We can take small risks for now for the BT for the downside move. All right, guys. All right. Okay, so you might like to have a multiple TPs, right? If you have early entries, you might like to book one profit in this level, whereby you are not sure whether the market is going to clear these levels or not. If it clears, that's a good confidence for you all on the downside, right? Yeah. So still market is for a week it's stuck on the sideways, whereby your long range targets are not being filled right now. I understand, right? There's a lot of frustrations again, market trying to give you the profits again, coming back on your entry, getting you the profits again, coming back for your entry. This is what's it's going to happen in the sideways, right? Otherwise, if you don't have a good entries, right, multiple of times your stop losses is going to be heated right in this zone. All right, guys. Okay, so market is still testing the level whereby it retest level whereby the market will try to confuse you again. The retest is past a fail, past fail, fast fail. Market try to go down and break down below side. Market comes up and it try to break out few resistance, right? So all those things is going to happen in this levels, right, guys? Okay. So let's try to observe what's going to happen in this level. So if you are planning a short in this levels, you must have a multiple TPs, TP1, right? TP2 and TP3 and accordingly towards the downside, right, guys? Okay, so this is what you can plan. All right, so in fact, like yesterday, what I have said, once again, one level of retest left whereby retest is not getting filled in the sideways move, right? Once the sideways get over, right, your retest is going to be completed, right? Okay, or either it should come out from the sideways box, right? Okay, all those things will happen, right? You should understand what the market is trying to do in this levels, right? All those levels, so you will have your own way of understanding, own way of reasoning. All right, guys, I'm good, right? Yeah. So okay, so far so cool, guys. Okay, hope you are understanding what I mean to say in this level. All right, for the longs as well as for the shorts, right? Longs get confirmed once it tries to break above these levels, right, and try to settle above $63,210 on a per side. All right. All right, now you are in the levels whereby you're still stuck in this resistance, right? This was the resistance previously on a daily time frame. Market tried to break out on a per side. Now again, the 5 minutes time frame, we can see there is a breakout on upper side, right? Okay, so again, one retest is being tested, right? So let's see whether it comes down, gets rejection, and tries to come down below this and try to close below or not, right? Okay, so this is how you understand the market. All right, guys. Okay, so in this level, you can plan with a small fund, not very big fund, right? If you want to wait for the confidence, let the market. Sometimes the retest may not be given as well, right? But that time, if you go with the retest, though you may not get the trade, but sometimes, right, when you get, you get 100% boom, something like that, right? Okay, guys, so this is what you have to understand, right, guys? Okay. So far so cool. Energy trading, guys. All right, so you observe whether it is trying to pass from my confidence levels towards the downside or not. All right. Okay, guys. दिल चुराई मेरी किसने हो सनम तूने तूने 그치? 아니야, 꼭대기 노짐에 다시 님아. 꼭대기 노짐. She 50 rupees is moving. 어, life na isa share mashi kay. Mangko. All right, guys. Have patience, guys. All right. So nothing much to worry. Okay. Small fund trade firstly. Okay. Once it get confidence, we can add fund later on as well. All right. From the certain level, I'll let you know. All right, guys. If it happens to clear without any retest from the top. All right. Okay. दिल चुराई मेरी किसने हो सनम तूने. So this is the ratio of almost 1:4, right, guys? Okay. Hi, brother. Good evening, Syed, Mashik, Mashik. All right. Those who are watching me for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Right now, we have tried to go with the small fund as possible in this levels. All right. Okay. Medium type of trade, we have been trying it. Risky trade, confident trade, medium type of trade. We have trying medium type of trade one more time, right? Okay. So let's see what is going to happen. Gold still stuck in this level, not able to pass up or pass down, right? Small scalp given in a downside got stuck in this levels, right? So maximum level of move towards downside can be 4042 for now, right, guys? Okay, let's try to see. So overall, the market is trying to squeeze, right? If you can avoid for the gold, that's well and good for now. All right. So if you are aggressively planning, one scalping towards the downside can be seen for now. All right. Okay. The market trying to squeeze, so soon it will try to make you a triangle in this level. We never knows, right, guys? So I'm expecting that one from this level, right? Okay. Soon it might like to give you the big triangles in this level, whereby you will be seeing this levels of all those things, right, guys? Okay. So what I have given you all, this is a short scalping, right? Firstly to this level. If it passed below this level, that's going to be okay. So market gold is a little bit dangerous right now. All right. BTC so far so good, right? Let's see whether it closes below this level or not, right, guys? Okay. How about gold? Gold is a little bit sideways right now, but I have was planning for this short scalping on the downside. Okay. At least if it can give this level, that would be a beautiful, right, guys? Okay. Let's see. If it tries to go up from this level, try to close the, you need to have stop losses in these levels for the gold. All right, guys. Okay. Because market will squeeze it, right, guys? It is trying to make you a triangle whereby your stop losses is going to be done for your longs as well as short. Just be careful, right, guys? Okay. So for now, you can plan scalping only till this level. All right. So we may not expect very big moves. All right. For now, on a gold, only this level can be traced. Okay. With the small stop losses, right? You need to have very small stop losses on the gold for the scalping on the downside, right? We must have a very small stop losses, okay, in this level. All right. And try to take aggressive gold, right? Aggressive on a sideways, right? So it is trying to squeeze you all, right? Making a triangle in this level. Just try to be careful a little bit. All right, guys. Okay. Only the scalping. All right. Long holding you cannot take on the gold right now. Market not able to pass through right now. Okay. Let's try to absorb this level one more time. BT, you can go with a small fund on there, right, guys? Okay, where you can just medium type of trade this is. All right, if it happens to settle below these levels, then it is going to be confident for us, right? Okay, confident below these levels once it settles below, right? But in fact, we don't want any sideways. All right, guys. Sideways means again that's going to be boring. Weekdays getting a sideways is so boring, right, guys? Yes, getting a sideways means boring, right, guys? So far, so cool, guys. All right. Those who are watching me for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, all right, guys, so that you guys don't miss my live streaming from Monday to Friday sessions. Every day I come on a live stream. Try to understand the market with you all. Okay. All right. Let's try to observe this level, right? Patience, guys, patience. All right. Gold is becoming dirty for you all, right? So aggressively, even if you are planning a sideways, right? So this might be one level to buy for you all, right? If it happens to drop to this level, right, and try to at least target this level, right? Okay, gold for the longs, right? hold long. Let's see anyways if it is trying to move directly on upper side or just trying to play around in this level. Try to have very small stop loss 0.09%. Patience, guys, patience. All right, more patience required. Understand what I'm saying to you all, right, guys? Okay, don't plan without understanding, right? So without understanding, you might like to go with a big font, then you might like to get bash off right too early. All right. Yes, darling. Anything I can do for you? Okay. What do you think, guys? Will the Bitcoin going to blast on the upper side or just what do you think? So we have been observing the market is in this levels for a while, right? Okay. In this level only playing inside. All right. So what I've told you all broke out on upper side. Okay. So one more time, right? Broke out, right? If it happens to go up and try to settle above this level high, 63,684, that's going to be a good bullish for you all and going planning on upper side. All right, guys, that's good bullish on upper side. All right, but in fact, if it happens to get rejection from here on the again, you'll see the drop. All right, in this level, if it gets a rejection again, drop, right? All those things can see, right? Okay, let's observe whether it's going to settle above or not. All right, if it settle above, well and good. Okay, if it settle above, well and good. So inverted head and shoulder pattern, right? The pattern is inverted head and shoulder pattern. Whether it should respect it or try to give you all the big liquidations on the downside, right? With the market going to give the liquidation for you all. What do you think, guys? Liquidation and downside is expected or not? What do you think, guys? Is it possible for us to get a liquidation and downside? So we get a good move on the downside? Okay, so I also don't know, right? For that one, I need to take small risks for now. Okay, not aggressive, all right? Big plans, right? A small risks can be taken. In fact, we cannot stay away as well. So we can take small risks, right? Not very big, right? Entry done, all right. Go rushing, all right. But you must know why you are entering it, how much you are entering it, okay? Manage your risks well, okay, guys. From yesterday, we have seen a little bit of pullback on upper side, right, guys? So Wednesday, right, it gave a pullback, right, upper side, it makes higher, low, right? So it makes higher, it should make low, right? So if it fails the lower one, it will give a boom, right? So one lower can be expected, right, guys? So that is a continuous low or like that's going up, going higher again, right? So we will be booking some profit while it is trying to come on the downside, right? You don't want a sideways move almost for a 2 weeks. That's too boring for the Bitcoin, right? It's not trying to move on upper side. Those who are holding for a losses, right? Maybe you will get so bored, right? So frustrations, lots of things can happen in the market, right? Lots of frustration for them, right, guys? Okay. One level of retest that is being never done, whereby the sideways is never ending. Okay, guys. Let's see, guys. Okay, nothing much financial advice though. Okay, guys, make your own research before you move in, right? You have a full right to decide what you should be doing and then trading things, right, guys? Okay, anything you do, you have a full right. Okay, whether you should do it or you shouldn't. Nisekolite nehi, like nisikol, nisikoel, call, laiko deti nehi. Buy. Buy we will do once it clears out on upper side, okay, brother? Buy we will do once it tries to clear out from this level on upper side. Then at least if it happens to hold above this level, all right, 62,974. Right now the market is not able to hold. It broke out on upper side on the retest phase. Again, it crashed towards the downside, right? Above this level, right? If it happens to hold above this level, right? Not the swap one, right? It needs to go up for me, right? Trend that change the trend, right? And if it happens to, then I'll go with the buys, right? Okay. For now, we are at the levels. You're not wrong as well, right? But we are at the level whereby buys can also come in, bears can also come in, right? But we are going for the bear with a small stop losses, right? Okay. So in fact, we have been for the confidence. We have been waiting for the one retest if it gives us the retest, right? Okay. If it gives a perfect retest from the top, I'm going to get very confident once it clears out towards the downside. All right. One retest is being left, right? Small retests have been done, which is very minor for now. All right. If it happens to give me the bigger retest, that will be a confident for me. All right. In fact, understand the market, what I'm trying to say, okay, guys? All right. Understand the market, okay? Buys can be also identified, bears can be also identified, right? No sale. All right. Let's see, brothers. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. We are not confirmed on the sale right now, but one breakout is given on downside on a 15 minutes time frame already. So what we are waiting is for the market for the retest come down and just break below this level. All right. For the 15 minutes. Okay. Going for the retest. So we observe now this retest gets past on upper side or get a rejection from here and try to buy Dragon says to sell, right? I'm not a certified financial advisor, right? I'm just making you to understand what I'm saying over here, right? Okay, if you are interested to see how I am planning my things, right? Okay. If it happens to stay above, the shots will get invalid now, guys. All right. Okay. Like like you have said. All right. No rule, no rule, right? प्रॉफिट कितना आज का? आज ट्रेड नहीं लिया है भाईजान. अभी ट्रेड साइडवेज में है. मार्केट साइडवेज में था. हाँ, अभी कुछ नहीं लिया है. ओनली स्कैप कर सकता है. ऊपर भी प्रॉफिट नहीं दे रहा है, नीचे भी प्रॉफिट नहीं दे रहा है. होल डे एक हफ्ता हो गया मार्केट को साइडवेज में चलते चलते, राइट. चलते चलते खो गए. Okay, so we are inside this W patterns for now. All right. Okay, let's wait. If you wanted to wait for the confidence, let it do the retest and come down. Okay, guys. All right. कुछ ट्रेड नहीं मिल रहा है. You are Bolinaru. Bolinyar. Bolinyar. Nurul. Oh, thanks, Baijan. Oh, you mean you are billionaire? Okay, brother. Good one, brother. Good one. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Let's wait, okay, guys. Let's wait and see. You are right, okay. If it can confirms an upper side, retest confirms an upper side, you are correct. All right. If the retest gets rejection, then we are waiting for the confidence below this levels one more time on the shots. All right. Okay. For now, people who have gone for the shots, a small fund in this levels, right? You're just waiting whether it gets rejection from this level or try to pass above and try to settle some upper side. Okay. Yes, this is the level whereby you will be checking on whether you are getting a rejection or getting on a sell zone, buy zone, right, guys? चोरी चोरी चुपके चुपके यहाँ चोरी चोरी. One more time. Those who are waiting for confidence one, right, after the retest, let it come down. All right, guys, let it come down to this level, right, one more time. Okay, then that will become confidence short for you all. All right, let it pass below this levels towards the downside. Okay. Those who have already a small fund in over here, right, for the shots, okay, you observe whether it's getting rejection from the top or not. Okay, just gone with a small fund. All right, so follow the instruction carefully. Nothing much financial advice, right? It has the chances of going up and trying to settle above on upper side as well, but if you are going with a small fund, that doesn't make differences, right? Okay. Some buys, some sales. Let's see what the market is going to do. All right. Those who have small fund, you need to see whether from here open short already, right? You need to see whether it is trying to get rejection from here or not. All right. So retest, that is retest for the shorts. Okay. Market have given you the bear moves already. Okay. We're just waiting for the retest to be confirmed from this level, right? The retest, while it's going for the retest, it shouldn't go above this levels and try to move on upper side, right? Okay. Yes, darling, what you want? So, back, got you back. Just will be, we just see whether it gets rejection or get passed through. Don't, Judy, Judy. Spike up and plump it down 54K. This is what I'm thinking as well. But let's see, brother. Let's see. Because I have been holding one shots from this level only, above this levels, right? So it is going to go for my entry one more time, all right? To take out people who have been holding the shots, all right? Which is not able to pass through on the downside. So at least we try to get out of from these levels, right? Okay. Wait, guys, wait. चुराई मेरी इसने हो सनम with 3 hours minimum bottom I can see a tail should be 130 by December, inshallah. Crazy, bro. Your analysis is getting exactly with what I'm thinking. I've been thinking for a week now, but I'm not able to pass through on the downside for a while. All right, I have been holding for a while, okay, but I haven't market have been market is not able to pay the sellers right now. Firstly, market needs to invite the buyers, right? Then only they try to get the volumes. Then only I think it's possible. Hope that gets correct, right? Okay. Bad war or news incoming viewer fellow crazians. All right. Fellow crazians, right? Yeah. I have shared with my plans with the VIP as well, right? Already. Just it is not trying to accept the sellers easily, right? Market is not trying to accept the sellers easily. All right, let's wait. Patience. Friday. If not today, Friday on. Wait, guys, patience. One rejection have been provided. All right, it just needs to confirm our breakout towards the downside. All right, what the market needs to do? Market needs to do the simple things over here. What it is? It just broke out on upper side, right? It came for the retest. Again, the retest is getting rejection in this levels, right? So this retest have to come down and close below our support one more time, right? Heat maps indicate bottom has been hit already. Keep trade in mind. Heat map indicators. I don't think one thing, guys, is a buying zone, right? I don't think market is going to give you all this much time buy and hold. Usually when it gives try to gives you all the if it gives the long ranging of holding period, right, it swaps you out, right, try to give weekly grab, take out all the longs and try to move up. Usually it does that way, but let's see. Anyways, nothing much financial advice, right? Same for the sellers as well. When it's planning a sale zone, usually it doesn't gives directly. It swaps up first, right, then only it will try to move down. That's called liquidity move, right, guys? Okay, one more time rejection can be seen in this level, right? Okay. If you want to avoid the confidence, this is the level whereby you will be waiting $62,631. Avoid the noise. All right, avoid the noise. Upper side, you don't want to do anything. Just wait below this levels. Once market tries to arrive below these levels, just go for the move. Boom. That's going to be quicker. You don't have to wait for the quick plays around and upper side, downside, plays around, upper side, downside, all those things, right? Got rejection one more time, guys. You want to take risky, right, guys? You can start planning your shots from here only. All right. If you want to take risks, if you don't want to wait from here, all right. A little bit risky from the top, but it should be fine, right? But you need to have very small stop losses in these levels, right? If it happens to move you out, just get out of directly, right? Okay. So in these levels, what you are doing is right. Okay. You are thinking that it will break out below these levels, right? Okay. If you don't want to take risks, just wait for the levels to get below these levels, right? Okay. Let's see what the market is going to do in this level, right? They're try to fake out from the top or try to break below. All right. So for this levels, right, those who are planning from the shots from here, right, you need to have stop losses very close. In fact, this much should be fine, right, guys? Okay. Why? Because if it happens to swap you one more time, right, before it moves down, big boot bears on the downside. If it happens to swap you, right, so I'd like to take you out, right? Okay. Let's wait, guys, what the market is going to do. The maximum level, if you want to wait, avoid all those things like retest, all those things from the top, right? You might like to wait in these levels for the confident one to move all the way towards the downside, right? Okay, because you are at the level whereby you are above, you are in this levels. This is the resistance zone. Let me explain you. All right, guys. This is the previous resistance zone, right? Okay, market try to break out on upper side, okay, and it is trying to feel the retest, right? If it was passing an upper side, right, it would have given you a big move on upper side, right? Okay, again it might like to test it. Let's see. Okay, if it tests again, then it might like to give you, but first first level of retest is getting rejected, right? Okay, so over here also market tries to do the retest and get rejection, right? Again, second times it is getting rejection, right? Then it might like to try one more time, right? Okay. But from where, I don't know, right, guys? Okay. Only small risks can be taken from the top, right? Okay. You are above this spot. This is the spot now. Previously it was resistance, right? Oi, Tintin, hang. Mm-hmm. Mazo. I'm from Bhutan, brother. I just saw your message right now. Be aware of liquidity graphs, right? Yeah, yeah. This is what I meant to say. All right. So there will be, if there is a liquidity graph from the top, so that is whereby you will be getting bashed off, right, guys? Okay. Liquidity graph is in such a way that market tries to take out the shots from here quickly, right? And try to push you towards the upper side and drops all the way towards the downside. Yeah, Graban. Graban, where are you from, bro? Where are you from? I just forgot to ask you where you're from. Okay. All right. Small fund can be, you can hold with a small fund if you don't want to do for the shots one, right? But you should know, like, if the liquidity grabs keeps pushing an upper side, right, very high, you cannot hold very long, right? Okay. But you should know when to exit it for those who are planning very, I mean, like planning with a small fund from the tops, right? Okay. Sure. Wanted to always risk comes with a reward. That's the thing, right, guys? Mamai, all right. The city of the city of actress, right? Actor. That's how money gets made now. Yeah. Yeah, 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 bro. So thinking that we have a liquidity grab, so we may not sometimes like to hold when we get setups, right? That sometimes liquidity may not be given as well, right? Okay, after the retest is completed, right? But if it keeps it, right, it is going to throw you a stop loss at once, and that's going to invite the longs, and longs are going to wait for the retest to pass through on upper side, and that never comes for the longs. All right, guys, that's never going to come for the longs. All right, so that's what we call liquidity grab, right? Okay, nothing much financial advice, guys. Make your own research before you move in, right, guys? Okay, so that you guys don't blame me later on. Dragon says that, Dragon says buy and it's sale and like we got bashed off, right? But you should understand what you're doing, right? So while when I'm planning my setups, so I'll be having a plans, backup plans if the liquidity is given. This is how you react. Okay, so you don't get surprised that surprise thing. So I keep explaining you all right? When you get a boom per side, you may be like some may start planning for the longs, right? Some may start getting picked out, right? Freaked out. Some may start adding the monies, right? Thinking that you're going up and you're just right. So what I said for you all. So if you are waiting for the confidence one, right, for the shots, this is the right place to wait for, right? Okay, so this is the level whereby the market can push you confidently towards downside, right? You can have stop losses on the upper side, all right? So in these levels, you will be, if it happens, market happens to close below these levels, right? Even the market try to break out on upper side, right? It get failed, and it try to break out on the support one more time, right? Okay, which means that breakout on upper side is not accepted, right? Okay, which means that it got filled from the breakout on upper side. Once it gets filled on upper side, it will be easier to target on a downside. Once it breakout on upper side, failed it, right? Okay, the retest, right, and it tries to come down and break out below this spot, right? That is going to be a confident level for me. Usually I plan my setup something like that, right? But if you're planning from the top, that's a little bit risky. You can go with small fund only above this levels, right? But in fact, if you're planning it, risk always comes with a reward that you should know. But for the professional ones, right? If you are professional traders, right, you would have planned from this levels only for the shots, right? So you will be trying to avoid the noise that you have in this levels, right? Okay, you try to avoid the noise that you are having in this levels. Most probably, people will try to avoid the noise. So if it comes, they sell it. If it doesn't come, they don't, right? Hi. Okay. Mumbai, bro, I'm from India. Which part of India, brother? How are you? I'm good. All right. 6-1 Akram. Akram Mali. All right. Bro, your country. I'm from Bhutan, brother. Your neighbor. Hi. Habibur. All right. Habibur. Okay. Hi, brother. Okay. I hope you know your volume output level is very low, hard to hear. Yeah, because of like I was having a I was having my microphone, right, and it went out of my charge, the battery, right, and it went all the way low, right. I'm just keep using another microphone that is very low volume, right, because of that one. Okay, so nothing much. Full volume B, I can't hear you much. All right. Okay, sorry for that one, guys. Try to understand. All right. Mumbai, Bombay. All right. Previously a Bombay, right? City of Bombay. All right. Bombay is now Mumbai, right, guys? Okay. Bombay and Mumbai. All right. Now can you hear better, bro? All right. Which part of India, brother? All right, Accra, Mali. I have been to 16 states of India. In fact, all right, brothers. Okay, I have been to 16 states of India. That's been almost 6 to 7 years back, right? Once I was traveling to the Maharashtra, right? So the TT in the train, I was traveling in the train, guys. All right. And the TT in the train, he threw me around 12 a.m. in a place called Agra. I remember the Agra, whereby the city was like whole night. It was like open only, so all the people were cooking. I was like having meals over there. All right, because like that was a little bit early, right? Whereby I was traveling in the train. I didn't have that much idea traveling in the train, right? But the person I asked to book my ticket, he booked my ticket on the waiting list, brothers, right? Okay, and I didn't get the seat, brothers. He threw me out of the train in the middle of the night, brothers, right? Okay, I'm coming, bro, to America, all right. Impact new joiners, all right. Impact's correct, that's correct. Okay, that's correct. Yeah, now sounds better, bro. Now sounds better. Now see the Taj Mahal. All right, nearest Delhi. Okay, Delhi. Yeah. Yeah, I remember what going around the the gate that you have, the India gate, right? I have been there clicking the picture. Someone wants to click the pictures and they charge us some money, right? So they print the pictures and give it on there. All right. Back New Gen is correct. What to do, bro? All right. Okay, better right. Okay. No, just I was keeping my microphone on the table, right? It's okay. Anyway, I'm from Delhi. Okay. Gai Arjuna Beach. Gaya Arjuna Beach. India Gate. Yeah. India Gate, Goa. Goa, I haven't been there. Goa, I'm coming soon on the Goa, bro. All right. I'll try to come. Okay. You can going to CP Market. You can going to CP Market. You can going to CP Market. All right. India Gate. Yeah, I have been in India Gate, but that was a first time for me to be in Delhi, right? So it was a random things. I was traveling in the auto, reserving, right? So what we call reserve, right? So we reserve the auto and try to try to loiter here and there, roam here and there, bro. Yeah, bro. What's up? Is ready? Okay. Okay, guys. So if you have been planning the setups, right, you try to have either, right, either you should be having a small fund, right, okay, and trying to hold on a downside, or what you can do is have a very small stop loss in these levels, right, very small stop loss in these levels, and try to grab on a downside, okay, while moving on a downside, keep booking some profits, right? So that will be a good advantage for you all. Have very small stop losses, right? Okay, and you see whether it uh breaks down below my confidence zone or not. After that, if it breaks out, okay, hope there won't be a sideways today, guys. All right, I'm hoping there won't be a sideways today. In fact, right, if it brings us sideways, all right, again, it might like to get rejection from here, and again try to one more time in this levels and try to boom on the downside. This might be, if there is sideways. If there is no sideways, should towards the downside, right? I don't like the sideways, in fact, right? Okay, if it is making a sideways, again it tries to go up and try to break out above this level one more time. That is $62,960, right? This was your resistance previously, very strong resistance. It tried to break out on the upper side, and again it broke out, but from the retest level it tried to get rejection from the top, right? Okay, so we make sure that while going on upper side, if it happens to get rejection from this levels or this levels, right, it's not passing on upper side again one more time. If it pass again, you are getting one sideways. It might like to play around a little bit, trying to move on upper side again, try to come down. All those things can happen, right? Okay, so for that one, what you can do is can have very small stop losses. In fact, if you happen to get a sideways, you can try to get out of immediately, right? Okay. Goa is cheap market of shopping Delhi. All right, I heard something like Chor Bazaar, right? Chor Bazaar, you can shopping. All right, brother, have you been to India? Yeah, 16 state I have been to India, brother. Almost 16 state, right? But not Mumbai. I wanted to go to Mumbai. Meet meet Shah Rukh Khan, right? Meet Shah Rukh Khan. I haven't met him in a real life, in fact. I wanted to meet him if I happen to go to Mumbai. Will I will I need to book an appointment, right? Let's see, guys. Okay, have patience, right? Have small stop loss in the zone, all right? Okay, and try to book some profit while it's moving in a downside. Okay, try to have very small stop losses in the zone. Okay. TP1, TP2, right? TP3. In fact, if it happens to break below these levels, that's going to be very low on it for me on the downside, right? Okay. Let's try to see. All right. Shah Rukh Khan is a big fan. Yeah, brother. Okay. Let's observe it. So yesterday also we haven't been trading a while. W- Lately, after I ended with the live stream, I was trading only this zone towards the downside. All right, once one setup that I trade yesterday, day before yesterday, I was trading this one, right, all the way from this level to this levels on the live only, right? But yesterday, after I ended up with the life, then I try to trade this one on a downside. All right, so today I'm taking one trade, small level of risks in this levels, right? Okay, with you all can have very small stop loss, right? Okay. Hopefully I don't want any sideways one more time in this level. Okay, so if it happens to not able to, if it's not able to clear below this levels, right, if it happens to get a rejection from here and tries to move on upper side and breaks above this level, then again you are getting one more sideways, right, which I don't like. All right, so whole for a week, almost for a week, the market is being in a sideways, right? Overall we can see the sideways levels, right? So this is what I have shown you all. All right, okay, so small move only we can trace it, right? But in fact, if it happens to break below the certain levels, I'm going to hold this trade for a while. Okay, so let's see. Sir, you're working on which strategy? All right, I do some price actions, right, and some breakout and retest strategy as well. Okay, so usually when the market is not on the sideways, I try to have a trend analysis with the breakout. All right, trend also I study a small trend, then I try to see the breakouts, those things, right? And for the sideways, no strategy is going to work. All right, so usually the people will be having a lot of stop loss done on the sideways move. All right, so I just need to have just I just try to do small price actions, right? Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, so while we are preparing our strategy, we usually try to avoid the sideways, right? When we are beginners, right, when we are trying to learn the trading, right, so usually we try to avoid the sideways, whereby we never want to trade in the sideways, right? For the professional traders also, they are never ready for the sideways, so they'll end up losing money in the sideways, right? Okay, because firstly, before the sideways starts, right, they never know that the sideways is about to start, right? Okay, so I try to take the price actions, only the price actions for the sideways, all right? Okay, it tries to feel it, okay, but no options, right? Okay, it's better to avoid the sideways. That's cool. All right, okay, but market always starts from the sideways only, that we have to know that. If we're like big move on upper side, a big move on a downside, firstly it gives the sideways, then only it provides you, right, the accumulation we call it, right, liquidations we call it, right? Okay, whereby the market is not able to pay the sellers or the buyers, it tries to create the sideways, right? Market's not able to decide which side it should be moving, right? Okay, so people get confused over there, and lots of stop losses going to be done, right? Okay, so this is a thing. So usually, like when you are beginners, try to have some price actions for the sideways as well sometimes, right? That's going to be preparing you to trade in sometimes, like to observe whether the market is trying to go for the sideways or not, right? Yeah. Yeah, I know. बोल दूं क्या, कुछ बोल दूं? सर, you are working, all right? Okay, कुछ बोल दूं क्या हिंदी में? हिंदी आती है, पूछती है मेरे को। मूवी देखता हूँ ना भाई, जबरदस्त हिंदी बोल देता हूँ। कैसा है मेरा हिंदी? Okay, not able to break through. जबरदस्त हिंदी। बोलो बोलो। और कुछ बोल दूं क्या? कुछ पूछो यार, कुछ पूछो तो मैं बोलता हूँ यार। हमको कुछ पूछो यार तो मैं हम बोल लेता हूँ। नहीं तो हम कैसा बोले, क्या बोलूं मैं, क्या बोलूं मैं, क्या बोलती तू? ये जकास हो रहा है। ओके, समझ लो मार्केट को, समझ लो, इसका बात रिक्स टेक कर लो, हाँ बाय लोग, ठीक है? क्योंकि मार्केट इतना अच्छा नहीं है अभी, सोचा जैसा है अच्छा नहीं चल रहा है, ठीक है? बहुत साइडवेज में चल रहा है, बाहर निकलने वाला है साइडवेज से, पर इसको थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा, इट विल टेक सम टाइम्स टू टेक केयर आउट ऑफ द साइडवेज, राइट? Okay, then only you might like to, firstly it might like to invite the buyers in the upper side, then only it might like to swap you all the way towards the downside. So this is also what I'm feeling. All right, okay, you see the candle formation in this levels, right? Okay, buyers are also, so from here only, right, you see this levels, right guys? Okay, so you see the formations of candles in this level. All right, see how the candles are forming, right? See the character of the candles. It's not a very good day to trade, in fact, right? Swap over here, you see all the way it swapped it almost how much percentage? 0.81 percentage have been swapped. All right, upper side as well. Okay, so lots of things are happening in. All right, market character. All right. Let's see if it gets rejection. Well and good. Market not able to break through on the downside, went up, trying to break above this level, this average resistance, again sideways. All right, okay, let's observe whether it is trying to break above this level or not. All right, if it's breakthrough, again market is going up. All right, one more time. So directly or indirectly, right, market is giving you all the short setups, but aggressively on the retest phase is trying to make you the little bit sideways and trying to push you on upper side. So little bit sideways and trying to push you on upper side. Okay, so you have the short setup from here only. All right, 61,893 only. It tries to break out on the downside, right? Okay, on the retest phase again it tries to move on upper side, sideways, 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 sideways. It is not a very big move on upper side, right? So sideways only, the market is trying to pull you on a push you on upper side, whereby the market wants to take out the shots first. All right, so maybe a big liquidity can come in already. All right. Try to understand what the market is trying to do. Market try to break out on the downside, market tries to break out on the upper side. Okay. Get a rejection and drop, that will be a beautiful for us for the shots. Yeah, again passing through, which means again market is playing around for the sideways. Okay, let's try to observe for a while. Okay, in this level. If it passed through above this level, again you are getting a sideway one more time. So which means that sideways trying to break out towards downside, try to break out on upper side on a retest phase, trying to fail from the top. On the downside also the retest phase trying to fail from the bottom, right? So this is what's happening in the market, which means total of sideways, whereby the market is not providing you all the big setups, right? Yeah. पराठा सियांगन, तुम्हारी गर्लफ्रेंड जा नाम बताओ। नाम, मेरा 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 गर्लफ्रेंड का नाम, ठीक है? तुझे देखा तो यहाँ जाना सनम, शाहरुख खान song. Great. All right, young parathas, it will push back down. Let's see, bro. All right, if it gets rejection from here, well and good, and try to break down below this levels. All right, that's going to be super for us to for the bearish zone. All right. Track price movement, multiply with the news, divide by available funds. Track price movement, multiply with news, divide by available funds. Great man, that's crazy bro. सर गोल्ड भी ज़रा देखो क्या कि मेरा ट्रेड चल रहा है और ठीक है गोल्ड में क्या हो गया गोल्ड में गोल्ड में ब्रदर्स सी एग्रेसिवली इधर क्या किया है हम लोग इधर स्टॉप लॉस छोड़ के गया है ठीक है तो इसको एग्रेसिवली जाके मेरा स्टॉप लॉस तोड़ के ये नीचे गिर गया है ठीक है तो लगभग ये तो पूरा ये बना रहा है बाय लॉक किया you see this level of is trying to make a triangle whereby it's not giving you the profits for the longs as well as shorts right okay शॉर्ट होल्ड कर रहे हो कि लॉन्ग होल्ड कर रहे हो बाय लॉक सर आप शॉर्ट के लिए हैं शॉर्ट होल्ड किया तो इतना तक हमको लगता है मार्केट गिर जाएगा $4,4042 राइट $4,042 right let's see guys not confirmed because like this is on the uh, market is trying to squeeze the triangles right trying to form in these levels right so maximum levels right you might like to go till this levels right okay so तो एक प्राइस एक्शन मिल गया तो इतना तक गिर जाने से एक प्राइस एक्शन ब्रेकआउट मिल गया तो इधर ठीक है एक लॉन्ग भी प्लान कर सकते हैं हम लोग ठीक है ये तक we can plan till this levels right $4098 right okay from this level for now shorts will be a good one right since this is the level right so shorts will I think shorts is going to be a good one till this level okay so but very risky guys very risky this level is still very risky okay because you are squeezing getting inside the squeeze candles triangles right because of that one it's very risky right now to trade on the gold for a while all right you can avoid well and good all right you can save your fund when the market comes for a perfect directions you might like to trade on the gold all right okay market is trying to squeeze trying to make a triangle in this levels you have seen right guys okay you see it right what the market is doing your stop loss for the long as well as short is going to be taken out all right but most probably I think the market will drop till this level of $4042 right okay market again pushed up above these levels right guys again we can assume for the sideways again all right so if you have trade again you need to wait all right guys okay you need to wait so what you can do is guys for the confidence one right what I'm saying is just plan below this levels right once it tries to clear below this level so you will avoid try to avoid this levels right guys okay if you are holding with your stop loss should be over here if it gives a small move on upper side you try to get out from the trade immediately right guys okay because that can plan you on this liquidations from the top as well which can be a very dangerous all right okay for the BT all right for the gold most probably this levels right साइडवेज नहीं चाहिए भाई लोग साइडवेज चला गया तो बहुत बुरा होने वाला है भाई clearing out well and good पर क्लोज होके रख दिया यार 1 2 Iran Iran sorry all right Iran getting rest news saying the stump angry is it wait for bottom 24 hours wait for bottom shot yeah okay I'm holding on a shots from almost 4 to 5 days okay let's see what will happen I wanted to trace on a downside but it might like to play around a bit trying to invite the longs firstly okay this level what this is what I'm feeling firstly trying to invite the longs but we make sure that while it's faking out right we are not able to, not breaking out from the certain levels and trying to hold above that one, then my shot's going to be invalid. That's not 100% sure as well, right? Okay, so just trying to be careful, right? See the levels that the shots are getting squeezed in these levels, right? See price, right? The buyers are aggressively pushing on upper side for now, whereby the more buyers are invited, in fact, right? Okay, so let's see, guys. Okay, for now, in this level, if you have, if you see the price moving above these levels, right, above these levels again one more time, that is a breakout again, right? Again, if it tries to break out on upper side, that will be, that's going to be dangerous for you all, right? Keep, if you see that one, you need to keep closing that trade, right? So after getting the setup sideways off, then only you can plan for your shots again. All right, if it happens to, exactly, if it happens to, if it close over here again, try to break out above these levels, then you are getting a sideways again, right? Okay, so which is going to be a little bit longer time, right? So it may not give you the perfect moves, right? Okay, if it move, keep moving on the downside, keep breaking below these levels, then it's going to be confident for the shots, right? We can hold more, right? Okay. This is what I think for now. All right, guys. Yeah, so market tried to go for the breakout on upper side, the retest failed again, right? So one more time, I'm expecting one more time. If it does it, right, again small long will be invited on upper side. Till then, if you are planning the setups on the downside, you should keep booking some profit while in the certain levels, right? Okay. If it happens to go for the third levels. All right, guys, that's the thing. Okay, Iran. Okay, guys, so today I'll end up over here. Okay, let's see tomorrow. We'll come back tomorrow and see whether it have given us the full target or not, because like I have my now 14:34 UTC. Now it's my time to close the live stream, right? So I have another thing to be done, right? Okay. In fact, you don't may not like me closing now. All right, I understand that one totally. All right, but just be careful. Okay, need to have very small stop loss in these levels, right? If you're holding, right? Again, if it happens to go on upper side, just wait for the price to come down below this level one more time, or for the confident one, right? Or right below this level again, when it comes down, you just short it below these levels and try to manage your risks accordingly. All right, so once it is completed, right now the retest, one level of retest is completed in these levels, I feel already. Okay, so because of that confidence, I told you all to open a short with a small fund in this level. All right, okay, so we make sure that we are not getting a sideways. Okay, in that plan we don't have a sideways. In fact, if it happens to make sideways again, it is going to play around in your entry again, go up down, all those things, right? So that's going to take a little bit more time. All right, so once it tries to get out from the sideways, small sideways your market is trying to make in these levels, you observe it not, right? Okay, guys, in this level you can see the small sideways again, market is trying to make you all in these levels, whereby lots of stop losses, it is trying to attract one more time. All right, so okay, so you see these levels, right? So market was pushing an upper side again, coming to these levels, right, again pushing an upper side. So right at the middle it is right now. All right, if it happens to push an upper side again, it is going to go for the sideways. All right, one more time. That time it might like to invite the long ones, right? Okay, so people will think that is a real breakout and try to plan a long from here, wait for the retest and try to go for the long, and they get squeezed, right? In fact, if it happens to hold on upper side, that's well and good, that you can plan on a long side, that's well and good, right? But that is just the level of retest the market is doing, that you should understand, right? Okay, you try to break out on a downside and trying to break out on an upper side as well. Okay, while retesting it, right, it might like to swap you. That's called liquidity, right? Liquidity swap, it will swap you, right, and try to drag you all the way towards the downside. You should be careful for that one. All right, so again it's trying to go for the sideways, which means it is going to take time. All right, okay, so if you want to close, you can keep closing the trades for a while. All right, okay, so you observe whether the market is again trying to come down on the downside or not. All right, So, or what you can do is wait for the liquidity grab from the top right. Okay, and once it tries to come to this level, just go for the shots below this levels, right, and try to grab on a downside. If it happens to never come back below this levels, just avoid it, right? Okay, so above this level, it's going to be risky to plan your shots because you are above this support, right? Okay, this is going to act as a support for you all, right? Okay, once it tries to clear below this levels, that will be easier for you all to grab on a downside, right? Okay, so that's all for today, guys. Okay, so I'll see you all tomorrow. Signing off, Dragon. See you all tomorrow with this results. All right, take care, guys.